Hello everyone. This is Elil, Assistant Professor from the Department of Pharmacognosy, Shanmuga College of Pharmacy. So, today I'm going to present on the topic of asexual propagation, which is an important topic under the cultivation in pharmacognosy. So, in simple terms, asexual propagation means growing the new plants without using seeds. Okay. So, let's begin with the cultivation. So, cultivation of a crude drugs. So, cultivation of a medicinal plants needs some intensive care and management, and also uh, depending on the depending on the quality of a medicinal plants materials, the conditions and also duration of the cultivations requires. Okay, so plants can produce in two ways. One is vegetative propagation and asexual propagations. Sorry, asexual propagation and asexual propagations. So asexual propagation means so reproduction without the seeds, and sexual propagation means reproductions through the seeds. Okay, so in pharmacognosy we mostly prefer asexual propagation because it gives identical plants, and it maintains some medicinal properties, and also ensures some uniform quality. Okay, so it is very important in the cultivation of medicinal plants. Okay, so asexual propagation means it can be defined as the regeneration or formation of a new individual from any vegetative part of the plant body, and also this method involves the separation of the part of the plant body which develop into the new plant. Okay, so these are all the vegetative plant. From this plant a new plant can be reproduced. Okay, for example, uh, allium sativum. So it is reproduced through the plant pot called the bulb, and also potato. So potato is reproduced through the tuber, and ginger from the rhizome, and constitution from corms, and peppermint from the runner, and ginger and haldi from the valerian from the offset. Okay, so these are all the some vegetative propagation methods. First one is cutting. So this is the simplest method of cultivations. In this, some plant parts of some plants, which if grown under suitable conditions, it develops some new plants. So stem cutting are generally used to obtain the new plants. For examples, sugarcane and rose. Okay, so a part of the plant is cut and planted. That is cutting. Then there are several types is there. One is stem cutting and root cutting and leaf cutting. So examples, as I earlier said, sugarcane and rose. So advantages are it is very easy and quick method. So next one is about layering. So in this method, the branch is bent to the ground level, and it is covered with the soil. Okay, so roots developed while still attached to the parent plant. Okay, so it has some few types, and they are simple layering and air layering. So for examples, jasmine and goa. So in this layering, roots are induced on the stem while it is still attached to the parent plant, as I said earlier. Okay, so next one is grafting. So this is one of very important method. So new varieties produced by joining two parts of two different plants. Okay, so the rooted shoot of one plant, it is called stalk, is joined with a piece of a shoot of another plant known as stem. Okay, so simply we can say two plants are joined together. So root part of the one plant is called stalk, and upper part of means shoot part of the another plant is called as young. So though they are grow as a single plant. Okay, so examples are rose, citrus, and rambus. So advantages of asexual propagations are the resultant species formed through the asexual process are, so they are genetically identical, and also useful traits can be preserved among them. And so in this type of asexual propagation method, only single parent is required, and it also eliminates the need for the propagation mechanisms, and such as like pollination and cross pollinations. And it also allows the propagation of crops that do not possess the seeds, or those which are not possible to grow from the seeds. Okay, so and also it is this method is faster than the sexual propagations. Okay, it also helps in the rapid generation of the crops, which in turn the balances the loss. Okay, so it is also has its own disadvantages, and first one is diversity is lost in the asexual propagation, and also as many crops are produced with this process, it leads to overcrowding and a lack of some nutrients. So, and also new varieties of crops cannot be developed in this type of propagations. And asexual propagation is expensive process, and also it needs some special skills for successful cultivation of crops. Okay, so plants produced through the asexual propagation has only shorter lifespan than those grown under the sexual propagations. Okay, so species involved in the process are less likely to resist the pest and disease. Okay, so some importance of asexual propagations are asexual propagation is very usually in our field. It maintains the active constituents and also ensures the uniform drug quality and helps in the mass production of medicinal plants, like a plant producing alkaloids and glycosides can be preserved. Okay, so it is very cheap or easy and a rapid method of multiplications, and many fruit trees usually requires 4 to 5 years to bear the fruits when developed from the seeds. But when we use the asexual propagation, uh, we can produce in very short period of times. So plants like roses and chrysanthemum etc. do not form the viable seeds. So through the vegetative propagation is the only method of a propagation is the only method of reproduction and continuation of species in such plants. Okay. So to conclude this, asexual propagation is a reliable and also efficient method for the plant cultivation. Okay, so it is especially important in the pharmacognosy because it helps in the helps to maintain the quality and the consistency of medicinal plants. Okay, so thank you.